Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. Last time I left you saying I would come back to this episode and we would get all the friendly monsters. And so what I decided to do was do it off screen, and so this is post-commentated, but just so you know, we're going to do this in the most fastest and efficient way possible. Finally, I ran into this bastard. It took me forever to finally get this bastard to show up again. And we've already seen him before, but here he is again, and here it is what happens when I give him the emerald. Just wanted to get her done. Just wanted to get her done. And he says, nothing, except for Feather Circle, which is actually the next monster we need to find. So the next monster we needed to go find, after we got our 40 AP for winning, or for giving him the thing. Oh, and he gives us a Moonstone. That's where you get the Moonstone you need for the Feather Circle. So then we head over to the Ice Continent, walk around over by the Chocobo tracks, until you run into the next friendly monster that you want to run into, which is, like I just said, the Feather Circle, or I guess the last guy said it, the Jabberwocky, I think it was called, right? I was trying to remember what he was called. Anyway, here's the Feather Circle. It looks a lot like an enemy we fought on the continent, but it's just a friendlier version. And he wants the Moonstone that you get from the Jabberwocky, so give him a Moonstone. We also have an extra Moonstone, good, thank goodness. So give him the Moonstone and yeehaw for that. And then he says, thank you! Have you met Garuda? And I'd be like, no, I haven't. Are you going to give me something to give to Garuda? We've actually fought a Garuda, but there's a friendly Garuda. Anyway, this was nice because I got to knock out a bunch of abilities for Steiner and stuff. It's pretty nice. So anyway, over by the outside of Gizmaluk's Grotto, up in that upper area where you exit by the Moogles, that's where you find Garuda. If you want to pause the video back. Oh, but by the way, when I was over looking for Garuda, I ran into the Ragtime Mouse one time. I forgot about that. So, here's the, I don't know, this is my third question? Yeah, third question of Ragtime Mouse. Let's see. I Want to Be Your Canary was written by Lord Aphon. Yeah, that's wrong. It's Avon. So, the answer to that one is definitely false. You gotta remember that Avon, how Avon was spelled. Notice that the F was wrong. But anyways, this forest that I'm walking around in this to find the Garuda, it actually has that Grand Dragon in it. I still don't know if I've shown a Grand Dragon. I think I did, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyway, Grand Dragon's a really hard enemy, even to this point in the game, so you gotta be careful if you encounter it. Be on the lookout for such strong enemies. Lucky for me, I didn't actually run into it around here. Spoiler alert. But anyway, after I ran into the Ragtime Mouse, then I did a little bit more running around, and immediately the next encounter, luckily the next encounter was, of course, another friendly monster. The one we're here to look for. Be funny if it was another Ragtime Mouse, but usually for Ragtime Mouse you have to go inside of somewhere and then go back out. Anyway, here's the friendly Garuda. He wants a Lapis Lazuli, which is, I forgot already. Anyway, got plenty of those. At this point, how many did we have? 43 Lapis Lazulis. You can thank all the Chocobo treasure for most of those. Anyway, eat your Lapis Lazuli, good sir. Give me all your APs. All of them. That's all he had to say. So that's actually the last friendly monster, a regular one, I should say, that you encounter in a random order, and it gives you a diamond. Now the last friendly monster is over here on Vile Island. The only way to encounter this one is after you've encountered all the other 8 monsters. If you have not encountered all the other 8, you will never run into this one. So anyways, I had all 8 of them, obviously. Here's the last one. This is the friendly Yawn. This island is very dangerous, by the way. You'll run into a lot of enemies called Yawns, and they will destroy you. But these guy, he wants a diamond. So you give him a diamond, and he'll be a happy little friendly Yawn. Have a diamond, little friend. Have a diamond. And I believe that will basically wrap up our quest for finding all the friendly monsters in the world. He says, thanks a lot. And now you can reach the big round guy. And now it makes sense. The big round guy is actually the reason why we did this friendly monsters quest, and I'll explain that at a later date when that becomes a little more pertinent, but now that quest is done. Last but not least, I stopped by the Moogles in Gizmaluk Grotto to finally drop off a Kupo Nut that I've had for a long time, and I meant to do that sooner. So anyway, I did that, they gave me an extension, and we move on with our lives. Okay, so the other thing I said I was gonna do at the end of last episode was get a bunch more money. So what did I do to get a bunch of money? I did a little bit of I won't call it a money glitch, but a money exploit, where you can utilize synthesis to get a bunch of extra money. So I went to Burmecia, bought 99 steepled hats. Granted, I didn't have enough money at the time, so I had to do this a little bit at a time. But buy steepled hats from Burmecia, go to Dolly and buy leather wrists, or regular wrists, I think it is, and then go to any synthesize shop and synth cotton robes, and then make as many cotton robes as you can, and then sell them for profit, because steepled hats plus wristed and synthesis is cheaper than one cotton robe when you sell it. So basically, I just kept doing that over and over again. As you can see, I have 92,000 gil, or gold, whatever, gil left over, and that's after I've already bought everything I said I was going to buy in the last episode. What did I buy? Well, I bought some Sargatanis. I've actually bought 2 of these, or synthesized 2 of these. One of them to use, and one of them for Zidon's Thief Gloves, which is also a nice wrist that only he can wear, and it lets him learn Master Thief, which is a nice move that allows me to steal better items. Would have been a nicer item to have earlier in the game, but of course they give you the good items later in the game. Also in the last episode we got a bunch of good Chocobo treasures like the Ragnarok and stuff. I've been using Steiner so he can learn all his cool moves. Runeblade I believe we also just got, so now he knows some Shock and Thunder Slash, which were moves that Beatrix used earlier in the game if you remember. Anyway, the other reason I got a bunch of money last episode was to go back to Treno's auction and buy some stuff. I went back and bought the Griffin's Heart again. We've already bought and sold this before. Yoon's Mirror again. We've already bought and sold that before. Doga's Artifact, same thing. And I also bought the Rat Tail, which I passed on earlier in the game, mostly because of money issues, and I decided to just do this later. But anyway, this one has a quote from Baku, if you see. He almost ate this thing when he first found it. I thought it was a snack. Pretty sure I didn't buy this earlier in the game because I already bought it and sold it to the guy in Treno again, and then I bought it again. Now the reason I bought all 4 of these things is so we can actually get another item to show up in the Treno auction. The problem is that item won't show up until we get to Disc 4, so I'll have to go and do that on Disc 4 when we get there. But at least I have all these items in my inventory already, so money will not be a big issue. The other thing that was in the auction that I talked about last episode was the Dark Matter, and I actually bought that as well. That one was much more expensive. We can actually equip this as an accessory, but the only person who really has any use for it is Garnet, because she can learn Odin. So we'll have to do that when I get Garnet back in the party. Now you also notice I have Evie and Keenan in the party, and we just got out over here by Quan's Dwelling. Whoa, what the? Oh, snap. How perfect is this, guys? Another Ragtime mouse for this episode. The other one I showed was just because I ran into it while I was going after the friendly monsters. But hey, I'll take one that we randomly run into on the LP. There's nothing wrong with that. Ain't none wrong with that. What's your question for today, good sir? What's your question for today? The theater ship Prima Vista was built in Artania shipyards. Was it? That's actually a false. It was not built in Artania shipyards. I don't know where exactly it was built, but it wasn't called Artania, that's for damn sure. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to know the answer to that one. There's probably somebody or somewhere in the game where that is told to you, but anyway. That's just not true. So we got another correct one. We are now 3 for 4 on those questions. And every time we get more answers right, we get more gil, so yay for me, right? Yay for more gil! Woo! More gil! Yeehaw! More gil. So as I was saying before we got rudely interrupted by the Ragtime mouse, I'm on my way to Quan's Dwelling. You have to have Kina and Vivi both in the party for this scene to happen, and I think you have to be at least to this point in the game, otherwise the scene won't happen. And fuck! You random battle. Should have brought the Chocobo instead of the fucking airship. Airship. Sorry, the only good thing about this is these battles are super simple. The only bad thing is we're running a random battle, so we gotta wait for all the load times and fun stuff. But I'm so strong, a random battle ain't shit. Unless Kina misses because she's a noob. Newbie ass Beezy. One good thing about all this time I've spent off screen doing stuff is I've pretty much mastered a majority of all the abilities in the game. So we're not going to have any trouble with anything for the rest of the game. I'm going to have basically all the abilities learned for every character, probably before it even matters. There's still some items we're missing to be able to finish completely, but we're getting there. We are getting there. I still have to work on Aiko and Freya a lot. I haven't been using them, but I can use them soon. That way I can get them back in the groove of things. Because Garnet is almost done with all her stuff too. So that's going to be good. And Amaranth as well. So here's this scene that I was talking about.
Something smell.
What's wrong, Kina? You just came out of nowhere.
You don't smell? Something smell wonderful.
No, my nose doesn't work like yours does.
Aya!
What happened?
Is amazing, Zidane. Is miracle.
What?
Is the feast.
What the fuck is she seeing? I like that. Yo! Whoa, what the fuck?
Is unbelievable. I not know where to start. Where I eat first. Ho 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 ho.
I don't.
It's so good. Ho ho ho.
I don't see any of this food.
It's delicious.
What are you talking about?
Delicious.
Hey, Kina.
I no eat anymore.
Oh man. What?
Oh, what happened? Feast is gone.
What are you talking about, Kina? I think you were hallucinating.
It's not true. I saw with own eyes.
But you were just running around.
I smell something this way.
Hey, Kina.
Jeez.
Kina, you stop. Oh shit. What? No. Oh, what? Thought that was Vivi for a second. What the? Oh, we got. How is Quan here? Quan's not alive. I thought Quan was dead.
I finally hear. Who you? Who you the one who showed me illusion? I Quan. Is illusion only if you see illusion. You saw because you travel around world. What you mean? It's cheap trick. Master, what you talk about? He my former master. He run away and escape training. I know run for training. It is you who make mistake. What? To eat everything not true way of gourmand. Your student already start to realize. Kina, what you saw, you used imagination. Is your imagination you used to eat? I not know, but it tastes like real food. It's all good. You travel around the world and gain imagination. People who no have imagination no taste until they actually eat. You use imagination, it's possible to taste all food in world. It's no matter if it's story, somebody else tell, or possible to eat with your imagination. What? How did master learn to do this? It's because... Grandpa! Ah, Vivi, you not grow much at all. It's thanks to Vivi I learn about imagination. I teach Vivi, who not know anything about world outside. My imagination grow very big as I teach him. Grandpa! To eat same as to live. Vivi, you understand? To see not only thing, to think and talk just as important. Life end when you die, but imagination share with others, live forever. My spirit almost gone, is where my imagination end. No, are you going away again, Grandpa? No need be sad, Vivi. As long as you imagine, I by your side. Kina and Kale, good luck. Master! Karibushita! Hey, who are you guys talking to? What? Kina, I start over from beginning. Master. Who are you talking to? You know see Zidane? See what? I saw you guys talking into space. I see. You have long way to go, Zidane. Never mind, Zidane. I'll tell you about it some other time. Okay. Let's get going. There are still so many things to understand. Yeah, okay. Anyways, now that scene has happened, if you talk to the father clock over here, I see something. Bam! Got another pair of running shoes. We got way too much pairs of running shoes now. Just about everybody already has auto haste, so won't even need that many pairs. I think I have 3 pairs of running shoes now. Whatever. It's cool. It's a thing. Anyways, now that we've done that, we're winding down on all the possibilities of things that we can do at this point in the game. At least in terms of side things. There's only really one thing that we can do right now, which is to go to the Chocobo Paradise place, but I'm going to save that for when we can actually finish the Chocobo stuff, because until we do the next series of story events, we won't be able to get the very last treasure in the game. It's not a Chocobo Graph treasure, but it's one of the bubbles, but it's a bubbles that doesn't appear until after you're on Disc 4, basically. Or at least until you're done with the next big thing that happens. Anyways, so, that being said, there's only really one thing we can do. Time to get back to the storyline. Let's go to Ipsen's castle. flown by it so many times, or at least been by it so many times, going around the world. Now we can actually go to it because we have to. It's over here somewhere. I think I flew right past it, didn't I? Oh no, there it is. There it is. We're good. Here it is. Ipsen's Castle. Requires the airship or a golden chocobo. Well, yeah, pretty much golden chocobo, because you can't get on this continent without a golden chocobo. Alright, here we are. Ipsen's Castle. I was about to say I don't know if I should use this party, but I think we'll be okay. I was thinking about maybe using Garnet instead of Eevee. We need Kina, though. There is going to be a monster here we need to eat. Is this the old castle Hilda's told us about? Certainly looks like a castle to me. What a strange looking place. Looks like it's upside down or something. It is very strange. Alright, I'll take 3 of you with me. The rest of you secure the spot. Or are we going to have to re-choose our party? Haze it on. What's up, Amrat? I work alone. Always have. Always will. I don't know why you bother carrying dead weight all the time. What? Now you bring this up? What's your point? I'm saying working alone beats working in a team any day, and I'm gonna prove it. Hilda said there's some key here to break the seal, am I right? Yeah? Let's see who finds it first. I'll be going by myself, of course. Wasn't gonna use you anyway. Amrat, you selfish, ignorant fool! Calm down, Rusty. But... let him go. I don't want to use his bitch ass anyways. Go ahead. I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't know what you're thinking, but if that's what you want, it's okay by me. Well, aren't you an agreeable fellow? Why would I say no? Well, see you later. Are you serious about this, Zidane? Or sure, whatever. What can I do? I can't change the way he thinks. Let's get going, everyone. We'll beat Amrat at his own game. Shh, he ain't smart. He may be more strong by himself, but he ain't smarter than me. Anyway, I'm going to switch Vivi out for Garnet, just for the healer. Actually, let's use Aiko. Yeah, she's got more to catch up on in learning stuff anyway, so let's go ahead and use Aiko. She's a better healer anyways. Alright. We need to switch her shit up, though, so she can start working on some new stuff. Isuna... damn, I'm behind on her because we haven't been using her. I guess I want her to learn Isuna. She's not going to be much of an attacker here anyway, so I'm not going to worry about that. You know, I'm going to optimize first, and then we'll switch some stuff up. Give her the fairy flutes. And then, let's see. She's working on anything on her wrist? No. Working on Holy. Oh, I think I might want to stick to working on Holy. And then... we could learn Healer. Who cares about Healer? She's got Phoenix to learn. I've been able to learn Phoenix for a while, but I haven't learned it yet. We can learn Auto Float. Yeah, see, she's kind of behind. She needs to catch up with everybody else. You know what? I think I'll start with Haste. I think it'll be good to have everyone have Auto Haste first, and then we'll worry about her other stuff. Her other magic can wait. It really can. As long as she can heal, she'll be fine. And right now we have Steiner, I forgot, huh? Oh, Steiner's going to kick some ass along with Zidane. This is going to be good stuff. Alright, so here at the entrance, if you walk over... is there a thing in the entrance? Is there not a thing at the entrance? I guess not. Alright, let's go in. Oh, snap! One thing I forgot about this dungeon. Weapons. Use the worst weapons that you have. Why? This place is upside down for a reason. Because the weaker weapons you use... the stronger you are. That doesn't make any sense really, but it is what it is. And I guess we officially can call this Ipsen's Castle now, even though we really don't know the name of it. We decided to call it Ipsen's Castle before we even got here. Alright, so there are treasures here. This is basically a dungeon. I don't remember if it might culminate in a boss fight. In fact, I think it does, but I don't really remember. Alright, and there's Aquarius. Usually you find those Zodiacs... or whatever, Stelazio in random ass places on the ground and shit, but that one you just find in a treasure chest. Aquarius arrived late. He asked everyone, who kissed Virgo? Uh-oh. Somebody kissed Virgo, and they weren't supposed to. Now, I believe that... how many more freaking Stelazio did I say we have left after we turned in the last ones? I think I said we had 3 more, or 2 more. Anyway, that was one of the 2. I know there's one more for sure, but I don't
There might only be one more. Anyway, let's check out our first set of enemies here. I'm not a big fan of those gargoyle motherfucker. Yeah, you see how much damage I just did with that weapon, by the way? Proof that now you know that using the weaker weapon does more damage. I think if you defeat that summoner guy before he makes the gargoyle come to life, I think you automatically win. Anyways, keep an eye on HP. Let everybody else do their thing. Wait, who do we have to eat here, by the way? I don't think we have to eat these guys. No, we're good on these guys. Just kill these ones. These ones can just die a horrible death. Anybody need healing? Not really. Maybe I should just attack. Say fuck it. You're that stupid summoner looking fucker in the back. Kill the guards! 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 Guards does not want to leave. It's kind of sad that we have to use these weak sauce weapons here because I don't get to show the awesomeness of all my new awesome weapons I've been getting. All right, we should probably put on the thing that lets me guard from being stoned. As per my usual strat, we have to figure out what status effects we have to defend from based on the dungeon we're in. Also, apparently Steiner has MP attack on because he just used up all his damn MP, which isn't that big of a deal if he's not going to use any of his skills, and if I don't have Vivi with me to use any magic sword abilities, so that's cool. Let's do something about being able to be petrified, because clearly that's going to be our issue here. And also, ooh, there's one little exploit I do want to try here on those gargoyles, and I want to show you guys that I forgot you could do that in this game, because most Final Fantasies it's something you can't do, but in this one you can. And I'm going to show it in a second. But first I'm going to switch a couple things around here. We're going to take MP attack off and put on... Does he have... What's the... Oh, jelly. That's the right... Yeah. Alright, let's make sure everybody has jelly on right now. Make sure everybody's super jelly right now. Super jelly. Body temp, I'll switch for jelly. Yeah. Auto haste. I love auto haste, man. It's so good. It's so useful. Especially when you want to just keep attacking to win. I only need one. We can get rid of gamble defense just so we can have jelly on for now. Yeah. That'll do. Wait, we have bug killer on? We don't even need that on. Put gamble defense back on. Alright. Enough time in the menu. Let's go. I think the only place we can go is in this door, so let's just do it. This place should be straightforward if I remember correctly. I don't remember this being a confusing place. There's also a Moogle here. This is Kumul. There he is. We did get a letter for him back in Lindblum, so there's that. And yay, how unusual. I'm so happy, Kupo. Hey, Kumul. How are you, Kupo? Us Moogles in Lindblum are all wondering the same thing these days. Where the heck is Mognet Central? No one knows, Kupo. Do you know where it is, Kumul? It's supposedly very far away, and you can't enter very easily, Kupo. Hey, I figured out where it is. You guys want to know? Hey, I heard that you can't enter Mognet Central unless you're riding on a chocobo, Kupo. I'll give you this in exchange for delivery. Booyah, we got a Kupo nut! So we finally got our first Kupo nut in a long time. After I finally turned in that other one earlier in the episode. Anyway, this place sells basically all the super weak weapons in the game. So, actually, it sells like the second best weapons. If you have the worst weapons in the game, use those instead. This Moogle only sells the second worst stuff. As for other stuff, it sells... Wow, we only have one gold hairpin? How did that happen? I must use one in the synthesis. Anyway, I'm buying an extra one just in case. And I think the rest of the stuff can just sit here. I'm going to buy an extra tent since we only have 4 for some reason. So little tents, so little time. Alright, wait, do you have another letter? You wouldn't happen to have another letter, would you? Okay. Kumul does not have another letter. Where are we at on time? I'm not entirely sure where we are on time, guys. We probably have a little bit more time. Let's at least go grab this treasure over here. Which is a cat's claws. Wait. Did the first treasure chest I pick up have a dagger in it? I think that was supposed to be your hint in the game that if you didn't have a dagger anymore, you should put the dagger on. I think that's exactly what happened. I picked up the dagger in that first chest, and then I picked up Aquarius. Anyway, that was supposed to be your hint that you're picking up all these weak-ass weapons from the beginning of the game, that if you didn't have them anymore, you should equip them now for this dungeon. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the episode here. We might have a little bit of a shorter episode on our hands, but since this is a dungeon, it's going to take a little bit of time to do, and I know we're kind of just getting back into the story, and there's going to be a bunch of story stuff that happens once we're done here. So, that's going to conclude this episode. Next time, we will finish up Ipsen Castle. Let's see if we can find this key to victory. I'll see you guys then. Peace!